Have you ever wondered why, even as Christians, we sometimes find ourselves caught in the grip of anxiety? It's a question that demands thought, especially in a world that seems to be spinning faster and faster each day. According to the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 27, Jesus himself asked this question: "Can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life?" It's a rhetorical question, of course. The answer we know is a resounding no. Yet, we worry. We allow anxiety to creep into our hearts, robbing us of the peace that Christ has promised. In Peter's first epistle, chapter 5, verse 7, we find an antidote to anxiety. "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you," Peter tells us. The act of casting, you see, is an active one. It involves a conscious decision to take the burdens that weigh us down and throw them onto God. But how do we do this? How do we cast our anxieties on him? The answer lies in Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." It's a powerful promise, isn't it? To not be anxious about anything, but to present our worries to God, knowing that his peace will guard our hearts and minds. Remember, anxiety is not a sign of spiritual weakness or a lack of faith. It's a part of the human condition, a challenge we must face. But as Christians, we are not left to face it alone. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, God reassures us, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." The key to dealing with anxiety as a Christian, then, is not to strive to eliminate it, but to learn how to manage it, to cast it onto God, to lean on him for strength and guidance. It's not easy, of course. It requires daily, even hourly commitment. It requires faith. But it's a journey worth undertaking, for at its end lies a peace that surpasses all understanding. So, let's recap what we've explored today about dealing with anxiety as a Christian. First, recognize that anxiety is not a sign of spiritual weakness or a lack of faith. It's a part of the human condition, a challenge we must face. Second, cast your anxieties on God. Be active in your faith. Take your worries and throw them onto him. Third, pray. In every situation, present your requests to God. Remember, his peace will guard your hearts and minds. And finally, remember that God is with you. He will strengthen you and help you. He will uphold you with his righteous right hand. In the face of anxiety, let these truths be your anchor. Hold on to them, and let them guide you towards the peace that surpasses all understanding.